stressed because of rejection. We really can't run our business. We will scrub a toilet rather than pick up the phone and make 5 phone calls to strangers who we anticipate are going to be nasty to us. True or false?
True.
Absolutely true. So how do we fix it?
How did you fix it, Claude?
Good, great question. Thank you for asking.
It's in your head.
Who said that?
Mariska.
Mariska's here. Yay. Mariska, come on. In your head. What does that mean, in your head? That's psychobabble stuff, isn't it?
It is psychobabble, but you know, there's a lot of truth to that psychobabble stuff. And when you were learning to ride a bicycle, and you're riding along the sidewalk.
Did I have a little horn on it with the, what did you call those little plastic streamers?
Tassels there? Yeah. And so you're riding your bicycle along the sidewalk, and you go, oh my gosh, I hope I don't run into the tree. I hope I don't run into the tree. I hope I don't run into the tree. And you fixate on that tree, you are going to run into that stupid tree. So what you have to do on your bicycle is look straight ahead and see the open road ahead of you, and just know that you're just going to be able to keep riding. It's the same thing with phone calls. People are who we think they are. And if they're a jerk, then get rid of them, because you don't have to deal with jerky people.
You are so close to the answer I want to give. You are this close. Who wants to jump in and comment on what Mariska said? What is the solution when you have all this fear from rejection and depression? We're being totally honest today. Sodium pentothal and martini day. Here.
The one thing you fear, the one thing you're afraid to face is the one thing you face.
Say that again.
That
was deep. Say that again.
The thing you fear the most is the thing you should face. And
why?
Then you will overcome.
Why? It's dangerous. You're going to get more rejection. You're going to feel worse. Why?
No, you're not. It's going to help you overcome it.
No risk, no reward.
Okay, somebody, you guys are this close. Based on some of the things I've spoken about in the past, dealing with PAC, parent, adult, child. Someone put it together for me. What's the one thing inside of us that is all emotion, very little logic, and doesn't react always in the most appropriate way?
You move through your fear?
Yeah, but which one? Go specifically.
Like a child.
Child would be the adult.
Who said the child?
Randy.
Explain. What do you mean the child? What's that? We have a child inside us?
As everybody should know by now with transactional analysis, you have 3 frames. You have the adult, the parent, the child. If you're operating out of the child, everybody has power over you because you're the child. You have to move into acting as the adult.
How do we, this is so close, guys. Someone bring it home for me. What do we have to do with that child that's inside that says, oh, God, I'm scared. I'm going to get hurt. They won't like me. They're going to reject. What do we have to do based on what Mariska said, what Audrey said about the head game here? This is good shit, guys.
Slap the child. Embrace the child.
Child Protective Services is coming right now to your house, dude. Steve, you got to switch the decaf, brother. That was great.
I think you got to really generate yourself. I think you said this to me a bunch of times, Claude. You got to really bring yourself in. Bring I'm the $1 million man on the call. I'm the professional. I'm the doctor, and really create that for yourself and generate that before you get on the calls. You got to put yourself into that mindset.
Oh, you're sliding into home, baby. You're bringing it all here. Come on, take me a little. What role is that called?
The doctor.
The adult.
Yeah.
The adult is the mature, logical person and says, I am making a decision based on what I've determined. The parent gives permission to the child, and the adult actually takes the action. It makes the decision about it. But what do we got to do with that child? We're in our car. We're ready to go to make a presentation or do a deal on that house. These people maybe weren't very nice to us on the phone. They've had 10,000 students from 20,000 gurus come to their house or make phone calls, and now you're coming there. And you got that little bit of anxiety thing going on. What do you do with that child? You
put
smack
the child in a car seat, you put the seatbelt on, and you put a pacifier in their mouth.
and close the windows and shut off the air conditioner, right, Steve?
No. I didn't say that.
They're coming to
nurture the
my
child.
house.
You give them their favorite blankie. You just give them their pacifier, their favorite blankie. You just let them be quiet and comfy for a while the adult goes and takes care of business.
Okay, I'm going to edit the hell out of this video. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Mariska, you're so close. Seriously, let's take this now. These are great metaphors and stories. But you're in your car, you're going to a situation where there's a little bit of anxiety. The people weren't too nice. You know there's going to be a little bit of possible confrontation, and you got this little fear thing going inside of you. What do you talk to you? What do you say to yourself to remove that child, put him in the desk drawer, and take him away so that you're a pure adult here? What do you do? What do you say? Someone give me what it sounds like.
What I would say to myself is I would recognize the fact that the child is showing anxiety and that I'm feeling that anxiety. And then what I would do is New Age, I guess, LA stuff. I would embrace the child.
LA stuff?
And
Wait a second.
What?
We have a lot of Southern California people here right now. LA stuff?
I'm not saying anything negative about that. It's just that.
No, who could interpret that as negative?
That's the center of where new thought comes from. Or
again, we go back to slapping the child.
Steve, man, we got
You've got some issues.
Steve, therapy is the answer, brother.
Teach your children.
Beat that child down.
yeah,
Well, the child, seriously, we have those fear things inside us. We all have fear before we go off a diving board, before we have a possible sales confrontation, before we pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm going to call these prospects today, and some of them may not like me. That little fear starts creeping up. Then you get somebody on the phone. Well, what do you want? Why should I work with you? You're the 10th person to call me. And we get this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't have a lock on that child, on the EQ, the emotion that says, oh, Claude, they're not going to like you. It's not going to be. You've got to go up to the adult and say, what do you say to yourself? I'm a good person. I'm an honest person. They have a problem. I am their doctor. I have a solution to this problem. If they don't like me, if they're rude to me, that's their bad. I am not going to react to their bad behavior. I am not going to diminish myself. I am going to be the adult in the room. You can applaud this. I'm begging for it.
What was your question?
No, there was no question. I said I was begging for applause. Thank you, dear. My wife applauded me. Shame on you people. Thank you, sweetie. 30 years of marriage, at least you get applause once in a while. At the most appropriate times, by the way. Mariska, you're